Good morning everyone. Today I am going to deal about introduction to field effect transistor. First of all, what is field effect transistor means? It is a unipolar transistor in which current or current conduction is controlled by the electric field. So if you compare with BJT, say this is a bipolar junction transistor, BJT means. Coming to the field effect transistor, this is a unipolar device or unipolar transistor. So, for example, if you take a BJT, this is a BJT, bipolar junction transistor, and this is the base. Say IB is flowing, and this is emitter, and this is collector. This is base current, and this is emitter current IE, and this is IC, collector current. This is IC, where this collector current is a function of base current IB. By means, the collector current is controlled by the base current. So if you vary this base current, the collector current also varies. So that's why the BJT, bipolar junction transistor, is a current controlled device. Is a current controlled device where its output current is controlled by its input current. That's why it is called current controlled device. Coming to the field effect transistor, it is a unipolar device and whose current conduction is controlled by electric field here. Coming to the field effect transistor, this is a field effect transistor and having three terminals: gate, source and drain, and in between gate and source terminal we are going to apply a voltage, input voltage called VGS. This is VGS plus and minus, and this is output current ID. This ID is a function of VGS. That means the output current is controlled by the input voltage VGS, gate to source voltage, the voltage applied in between gate and source terminals. So that's why the field effect transistor is a voltage control device. It is a voltage control device. Coming to the BJT, BJT is a bipolar transistor. Bipolar transistor means the current conduction is due to majority charge carriers. Suppose say it is a p-type, then majority charge carriers are holes, and due to minority charge carriers, that is electrons. Or if it is n-type, then majority charge carriers are electrons and minority charge carriers are holes. So the current conduction is due to majority charge carriers and minority charge carriers. So that's why it is called bipolar transistor. Coming to the field effect transistor, it is a unipolar transistor. Unipolar means the current conduction is due to only either electrons. In case of n-channel JFET, then it is due to only electrons, and if it is a p channel, then it is due to only holes. So that's why it is called unipolar transistor. And through the FET is comprised either of electrons, then it is called n-type semiconductor, or holes through the p-type semiconductor. it has three terminals. So here, if you consider a p-type, suppose that this is a JFET or simply FET, we have three terminals are there. One is gate terminal, source terminal, and drain terminal. This is called source, and this is gate, and this is a drain terminal. Where this source terminal is, the terminal through which carriers enter the semiconductor bar. This is the terminal through which carriers enter, charge carriers enter the semiconductor bar. So here, if it is a n-type, then electrons enters from this semiconductor material. So that's why this is called source terminal. And similarly, drain terminal means this is the terminal through which charge carriers drain out from the semiconductor bar. Charge carriers drain out from the semiconductor bar. And always this is the gate, and gate means the input is applied in between the gate and source terminal, that is VGS. VGS is always a input voltage. This is the input voltage which is always connected in reverse biased. And then we have a comparison of field effect transistor with bipolar junction transistor. So the first comparison is field effect transistors are more temperature stable than this bipolar junction transistor. Temperature stable means here we have in bipolar junction transistors a problem called thermal runaway problem is there. So thermal runaway problem means in bipolar junction transistor, suppose say this is a BJT, suppose in BJT the collector current IC is nothing but beta times IB plus 1 plus beta times IC naught. So here we have three variables are there. One is beta and IB and IC naught. So all these parameters increase with the rise in temperature. All these parameters increase with the rise in temperature. In particularly the reverse saturation current or leakage current IC naught changes greatly with the temperature. So this IC naught changes particularly with temperature. Specifically, it doubles for every 10 degrees rise in temperature. IC naught doubles for every 10 degrees Celsius rise in temperature. Suppose the temperature rises by 10 degrees, then IC naught will be doubled here. What happens if this IC naught changes with the changes in the temperature? The collector current IC causes the collector base junction temperature to rise. So this when IC naught changes, so basically if temperature changes means temperature increases, the collector current reverse saturation current changes, which in turn also increases this collector current, and this IC will increase still further, which will further rise in temperature in the collector base junction also. So here, if this IC increases further, then automatically collector base junction, here we have a collector base junction is there. This collector base junction temperature also increases. If this collector base junction temperature increases, further this IC naught increases. This IC naught, if IC naught increases, automatically this collector current IC further increases, so that collector base junction temperature increases. So this is a cumulative process, and this cumulative process leads to a problem called thermal runaway. This problem is called as thermal runaway. So this occurs in bipolar junction transistor. So that means the parameters beta, IB and IC naught rises with a rise in temperature. So especially this IC naught rises with temperature rises. So that means the reverse saturation current doubles for every 10 degrees rise in temperature. So this is by thermal runaway problem. So this reverse saturation current depends upon temperature. So that's why bipolar junction transistor is more temperature. It is not stable with respect to temperature. So that's why we go for field effect transistors. In field effect transistors, these are more temperature stable. That means the effects of the temperature are not there on the field effect transistors. And coming to the second comparison, the field effect transistors are smaller or compact in size as compared to the BJT. So that's why, because of small size of this field effect transistor, these field effect transistors are used in integrated circuits. While fabricating integrated circuits on a single chip, we can fabricate more number of field effect transistors because of this compact size or smaller size. The third point is the input impedance of the FET is very high compared to the BJT. See here, if this is a FET and this is gate terminal, this is a drain terminal, and this is the source terminal, and we apply the input voltage in between gate and source terminal, and this is the drain current ID, output current ID, and this gate terminal always is a reverse biased one. So here the applied voltage is always a reverse biased one. So that's why the input junction is reverse biased. So that's why there is a input current, the input impedance of a field effect transistor is very high. So input impedance of a field effect transistor is high compared to the BJT. In BJT, always the input junction is forward biased. This input junction is forward biased. If it is forward biased, the input impedance of BJT is very low. So the input impedance is low in bipolar junction transistor, whereas in field effect transistor, the input impedance is very high. Why? Because the input voltage is always reverse biased here. Another comparison is BJT is a current control device and field effect transistor is a voltage control device. So in field effect transistor, it depends upon the input voltage VGS. So if you change VGS, automatically the drain current changes. So that means it is a function of VGS. Drain current is a function of VGS. So that's why it is called voltage control device. Coming to the BJT, it is the function of base current. It is a